VJeezy versus AKA. You want to talk about that?
Yeah. We have to.
So AKA, is out there talking about how his Fela and Versace record is doing well on the charts.
Still on the charts.
Those were some big records that he's like that chart that he had took a screenshot of. It's like those are big records around the world, and Fela and Versace is like doing well.
Yeah.
So he's just like, I'm happy. You know what I mean? Blah blah.
Then our very own stuff. I think it's like I feel like AKA is always taking little subs at Casper and Vest.
Yeah, that was a sub.
The rest of this stuff is here today, gone tomorrow. Not in exactly those words, but basically that's what he said. It's like, this is bubblegum music, basically.
Straight.
Yeah.
So, VJeezy replies to that by saying if AKA won a BET award, we wouldn't hear the end of it.
Yeah.
And, the internet went nuts. He got roasted. I saw people putting the hashtag pray for VJeezy, all of that shit.
Because AKA replied.
Because he replied to the thing.
Oh,
yeah, he replied. What did he say? He
basically said VJeezy's profile on Twitter.
Yeah, he's an accountant, club DJ, club owner,
voiceover
artist, MC, all of those things.
Promoter.
And then he's like, I hope one of these works out for you or some shit like that.
It wasn't even like a bad jab. You know what I mean? It wasn't crazy.
It wasn't. He didn't insult him. It was
because we know AKA would have got him the fuck out of here. But he was just like, I hope this works out for you, man. I'm praying for you, type thing.
It was.
But sometimes it
was super sarcastic, though. I mean, we know where it was coming
worst.
from, though, but
Yeah.
And then VJeezy replied and said, "Wow, one hit song in a long time. So much noise, enough to make up." The what? See, Bobby East, I need a phone. I'm serious about this shit.
We'll make that shit happen.
What the fuck is this, man? Shit, what's wrong with my screen? Now, I'm not making this up. I'm like serious. Bobby, I need a phone. So let me flip it to the side. There you go. Okay. Noise enough to even wake up the dead. Dude, try and fill up something. Even a cup for starters would be great. And that was his response to that. AKA didn't reply to that because that jab was weak, obviously. And then, everyone started going in, They
went in. I think the last time I checked, I think there was like 3,000 replies and reactions to that.
Yeah.
Last time I checked.
So, first of all, why reply like that to the AKA tweet?
No, I don't know.
I didn't get it. It's like, where did the BET thing come from?
I don't know.
I think I was trying to get it. I'm like, it's kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And one of the homies in our group chat brought up a very important point. They were like, if VJeezy won himself a BET award, would we hear the end of it?
No, we wouldn't.
Fuck, if I won a BET award, y'all wouldn't hear the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's an achievement.
My thing is, number one, this is AKA. Okay? AKA has bagged a whole bunch of awards.
Yeah.
Big awards.
Shitload, actually.
A whole gang of that stuff. He's even at this point said it's like he doesn't want to win awards. He doesn't care. He's not even submitting his music for...
Yeah, we had a debate about that.
We talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's like... Because you just don't do things like that. Especially if you're someone who has a bit of like a name in your country. All right?
Yeah.
Because then it's not just about you. It's about the freaking country.
Yeah.
If you if somebody claps back.
Yeah.
And he did. And then people just started going in.
Yeah.
And then somebody said just like, no, he actually has got a happening club in Zambia.
Which club?
Then somebody else replied and said, which one? And then it's like, I don't know, bro. I just said that just to make him feel better. Fair.
God damn.
For me, I was like, why do you want this smoke? Why are you looking for this smoke?
Yeah.
You should be DMing AKA on I want to work with you type shit.
Yeah, you worked with Ice Prince recently.
You worked with Ice Prince. You
That
worked
means
with
you're trying to
Patoranking.
go international. So.
Yeah, you're trying to go international. So why
He
would
worked
you...
with Patoranking? Where?
Some event, I don't know, in South Africa.
Oh, really?
Some party, yeah. There was a party that was going on. Patoranking was there, da-da-da-da-da.
That's cool. That's cool.
It's cool.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if you're interacting with people like that, like, why are you trying to go after this dude?
Yeah.
Did he refuse to shake your hand at some point?
Yeah. It was just an unwarranted jab. And here's the thing, right? Like, VJeezy has this thing. He's been trash talking online for a long time. I remember when he had stopped doing the street party, because that's literally where he made his name. Like, when they were doing the street party at Hollywood City, he was the host there and stuff every Sunday. Every Sunday, like, that's the place that really...
That was the...
Yeah, it was the joint that... And props to him and his crew. Like, they revamped Sunday. They made Sunday like a chill day.
Absolutely.
Before that, people were just chilling at home on Sunday or some shit. But people were coming out to chill there. So they stopped doing the street party. And then there was a new crop of people that were handling it, And, Cree J is one of them. Cree J is one of my friends, one of our friends, one of our brothers.
That's the brother.
Yeah. And basically he put out a tweet. I don't know if it was a tweet or a Facebook post or some shit. And he was basically trashing the homies that were doing their thing at the street party. It's like, yo, let the clowns over there do their thing, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like, why you gotta do that?
Yeah.
And for me, like, I've never really interacted with him before, but that sort of attitude, it just made me just sort of dislike him, to be honest. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, see him in a certain...
Yeah, I'm like, why? Like, what have these guys ever done to you?
Yeah.
It's sort of like that Chela Tukuta thing, the photographer guy who's just going at every other photographer in the country. Like, what did they ever do to you? So it's like, why are you going online and saying all this, let's be honest, rubbish?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you need these people because the industry is that small.
Yeah.
You can count how many DJs are happening right now. And you all need to work together. And I like, they've got like a team, the DJs are banding together because they know, like, y'all need each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the nigga was just talking trash online, and I just didn't understand it. It's like, what's up with that? It's like, why you gotta do that? Like, you could feel a certain way about something, but why go online and talk shit? And now they're cool and stuff. They've pieced it up, I believe. But like, for me, man, that shit still is in my head, man. I'm just like, why? So when he got clapped back at like that, it was like, yo, you sort of had it coming. It's like, for the longest time, you've just been talking shit online, and finally somebody handed your ass to you. And now, and look at it.
Yeah.
If you get, let me give an example. When I had the thing with Charlemagne online on Twitter and we were going back and forth and shit, there was other people from the industry that was jumping in.
Yeah.
And be like, yeah, fuck you. Like, basically saying, fuck you, Charlemagne and shit. Like, basically had my back.
Yeah.
When that shit happened to VJeezy, I didn't see nobody have his back.
Yeah. The meme. Have you seen the meme?
Which one's that?
The one with the with the elephant.
No, I haven't seen that.
Basically, there's an elephant. I think the elephant is AKA. Then there's a hippo. And then, the elephant is basically kicking the elephant is kicking the hippo's butt. Yeah. And the hippo is rolling over, and then that was VJeezy, apparently. And then there was another hippo just walking away from the situation. They were like, that was Zambians. It's like, yo,
we're just minding our own business.
That is the whole thing. Look, I've interacted with him. I think the first time I interacted with him was at Zamfest.
Yeah.
All right, because I was one of the hosts there.
Yeah.
And then he was coming on to do his set, blah 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 blah.
He's a great DJ, by the way.
Yeah, great DJ.
Yeah. He knows how to mix.
He came through, did his thing. That was the first time I had interactions with him. I think I wasn't even following him then, or I don't know if I was following. I don't know, but I think at that point I was like, oh, let me follow him.
Yeah,
because I was following him at some point, and then after that stuff, I unfollowed him.
Yeah.
And then,
okay.
Yeah. And then when I met him at Zamfest, we talked
Chopped it up.
and whatever, chopped it up, and then introduced him on stage, whatever. We're good. Followed him, he followed me back. I've tweeted him a couple of times when I'm playing his song with Ice Prince and Slap D and whatever. He retweets or whatever. So it was just one of those things. But like for me, I was like, that whole AKA stuff was unwarranted.
Yeah.
It's like South Africa right now. I don't care who else you are, but South Africa is AKA and Casper Nyovest.
Yeah.
Everybody else is gonna come after that.
Yeah.
Like, at this particular point, why would you want to go after probably one of the biggest artists out there?
No, it's AKA Casper and Nasty C.
There you go.
Yeah.
But the same thing,
That's the big three.
that we can even talk about with Nigeria. It's sort of like, it's like you want to start some shit with Wizkid or or thingy, Davido. And I'm like, why would you want to do that?
Yeah.
Don't do it. It's just like, yo, it's more beneficial for you to get along with these people than, especially.
I feel like
if
it has to make sense.
You're already getting into these circles. You're already hanging out with Pato Ranking. You're already going to South Africa and doing shows in South Africa. It only benefits you for you to hang out and be in good books with these niggas.
Yeah. It has to be warranted. Like, let me give some context with the Charlemagne thing. It's like Charlemagne there was the time when Casper, I think, did his first Fill Up the Dome thing.
Yeah.
And he had the floating stage.
Yeah.
And then Kanye copied that shit. His design, his creative team copied that shit. And they had that conversation on the Breakfast Club, like on Charlemagne shit.
Yeah.
And he basically sort of discredited Casper for doing it first.
Yeah.
So that's why we were going in on him. There was a reason. It's like, no, like, you have to know that there's an African dude that did shit first. Because many times these people be copying our shit and they just go scot-free. Like, this was a moment where, like, yo, that was a moment.
Yeah.
And we want to own that shit. That's why I had to add my voice to that shit.
Yeah.
And so we went back and forth, and that was that. So, like,
there was a reason.
There was a reason. You just don't go at people for no fucking reason. Especially on Twitter.
Because they're celebrating their success, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was weird. It's like he's just happy.
He's winning. Like,
he's winning.
What's the problem? How does that affect you?
I don't get it.
If his record was at the same position that Fila and Versace was on,
he'd be doing the same thing.
We're doing the same shit. So what's up?
Doing exactly the same thing. Anybody would be doing the same thing.
Because those were big records. You've got
because it's like
Kodak Black on that.
Came out some time back. It's been on, and that was the thing. It's like, look, it's been on the charts for some time.
Yeah.
And it's not moving. It's not going.
Yeah. You have to celebrate a milestone.
You have to celebrate a moment like that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So, I don't know, man. Like, you gotta think before you tweet. That's all I'm gonna say, man.
Too much.
Seriously, like, just going at people just for the sake of going at them is just super fucking weird.
Yeah, man.
But it is what it is. Do you?
Whatever floats the boat.